took you so long? Good evening, officers.
How you doing?
Blessed. I'll be more blessed if this shuts down and stops treating women like sex objects.
One more time.
I'm blessed, and I'll be better if this place shuts down. How's work going?
Not bad. Not bad at all. How about yourself? You good?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Because they called us.
Why'd they call?
Okay, we're not on their property, are we?
No, but saying that you guys are disturbing their customers.
Good. They're disturbing their business. It needs to be disturbed. This is an evil place. They're treating women like sex objects. That's not good. And you stop doing that.
Yeah, but nothing illegal though.
It is in God's eyes.
Like I said, it's nothing illegal.
In our evil country, no, but it is in God's eyes.
I understand what you're saying, but it's nothing against the laws.
So, and what we're doing is not against the law. So
you can do whatever you want to do as long as you don't disturb with other people.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
I mean, we're disturbing them because they hate the message, but the First Amendment protects our right to be here and do what we're doing, right?
But you're disturbing them. That's the problem.
Well, that's what the First Amendment protects. It protects speech that's hateful, that disturbs people, right? Because we're not even using amplification.
You're at the preacher like harassing them now.
You think just harassing is just justified?
He also has a...
Well, the First Amendment protects people doing what may be considered harassment.
Sir, I'd encourage
The
you
First
to
Amendment
not
protects
go in
that.
there to lust after women.
Free speech. This is free
Jesus
speech.
Christ said that if you look at a woman with lustful intent,
That's
you've already
fine.
committed adultery with her
He's
in your
making a
heart.
noise disturbance here right now.
How? I mean, you can. You couldn't hear him down there.
Man, you need to get right with God.
He's barely using voice
Jesus
amplification.
Christ, so that you don't burn in hell.
See?
The Bible's very clear.
Well, it disturbs people because they don't want to hear it, but that's what the First Amendment protects.
Okay, but you're disturbing other people.
But you care more about this
Well,
temporary
we could be
pleasure.
but the First Amendment protects our right to do that, to give speech that
Well,
people
you
don't
better
like.
look into it.
I have.
Because it's
Nothing in this life is
if you're
worth burning
disturbing
in
other
hell
people's
for.
peace, their peace of mind,
What's
that's
the
what you're
point of
disturbing
having
right now.
temporary pleasure?
But there's a lot of speech that does that. That's protected by. There's a lot of speech that does that.
See how loud he is? I can't even hear you. Let's see how. See the problem here?
But he's using his regular voice.
So we can talk.
What's that?
I'm gonna take like a timeout so you can hear
I'm
what
not
he's saying.
saying you're in their property. That's you can stay here all you want, but as long as you don't disturb other people, do what you got to do. But with that, he's making a noise disturbance.
It's not even really working
What's
right
the
now.
ordinance? Is there an ordinance against using a megaphone?
Yes,
What's the ordinance?
it's loud enough to disturb other people. That's more than enough.
What are you talking about? What ordinance are you talking about? Are you saying?
What did I say? What did I say?
Disturbing people.
It's
Are you saying disturbing
it's called
the peace?
noise disturbance.
So what does that mean?
They don't want to be disturbed like you don't want to be disturbed
Can
either,
you
right?
cite the
Well, but if you have a
specific
First
ordinance?
Amendment, then
you
you
keep
have the
saying
right.
about
We
the
can
First
cite
Amendment,
it.
right?
Yeah, the First Amendment in our
can cite it
Constitution.
and cite it.
You can look into it.
I have.
The ordinance number.
It doesn't. Okay, so
It applies to what
so
we're
you
doing.
don't mind disturbing other people? Is that what you're saying?
I don't mind using my First Amendment right.
No. That's not my question. You don't mind disturbing other people?
You're gonna go to hell.
No, not when I have a right to do it.
I mean, is
They're
that
gonna be
what your Lord telling you to disturb other people?
The Lord tells me to warn people about hell to come.
Okay,
That they're
but
gonna
you're
die.
not following me. Is that okay to disturb other people?
Yes, it is. When they're in danger of hell. When they're in danger, and these people are in danger.
Sexual immorality will send you to
All right,
hell.
do me a favor.
That's what-
I don't want to give you guys any hard time, okay?
I don't see why you would. I mean, we're out here because of our First Amendment right.
Why are you picking on these people here?
Because it's a strip club. They're dehumanizing women, treating them like sex objects.
If you continue
Okay,
to
they're not
lifestyle of
breaking the
sexual
law, though.
immorality,
They're breaking God's
you will
law.
go to
Okay,
hell.
that you can
God
talk
will
to your
punish
God,
you.
all right?
There is justice.
Okay,
there is
not these
vengeance.
people. Why are you gonna take it on
There is
them?
vengeance for
Because they
those
need to hear the gospel
who
of
pervert
Jesus
God's
Christ.
creed
So
in
that's why
order
we're
for
here.
sex.
Other people have the right to their own
Their
opinion.
freedom.
They
Yeah,
don't
and so do we.
religion.
And so do
God
we.
hates it.
And we have a First Amendment
Right.
to warn
They
them.
might have a different religion, which they also have a First Amendment.
Yeah.
It works both ways.
So we have a right to be here and to express our concerns about them dying and going to hell. We have a First Amendment that
By
protects us.
disturbing other people.
Yeah, the First Amendment protects people doing that. Yes, it does.
No.
No way, Jose.
You're
You
not-
can't go to somebody's house
you can't
and start
go-
yelling.
We're not
on
at
the
somebody's
microphone,
house.
'cause
We're
that's
at a
disturbing
business.
the peace. This is still a business, though.
Yeah, and we have a First Amendment to go to a business and warn them from a public sidewalk.
Warning is different. Disturbing is another. Right now, you guys are disturbing.
The First Amendment protects if you are disturbing the peace. The First Amendment protects your ability to do so. free speech. This is our free speech. We're not using voice amplification, or that or it's not very loud. It's barely even on.
Other people are disturbed by him.
Well, they're going to be disturbed by the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And the First Amendment.
Take Jesus out of the way.
I can't.
Okay. You can keep that to yourself. Okay.
I can't keep it to myself. They need to hear it. Right?
Hey.
They need to hear it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Please don't take God's name in vain, sir.
Listen. I don't want to give you guys any hard time, but he's about to get locked up.
You don't have to. He's about
to get locked up.
Why would you lock him up?
For disorderly conduct. It's called disorderly conduct.
What kind?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
You're walking into the road,
people.
disturbing people leaving this business.
I'm using my free speech.
You're violating
You're also violating their First
The protest
Amendment to come to an establishment.
So you're threatening to arrest us because we're.
You understand you're disturbing other people, though?
You're not listening to what he's saying.
I have been.
When people publicly protest, some people are going to be disturbed. You understand that's the nature of publicly protesting something?
You're not getting it. They don't want to be disturbed by you.
Right. And
why are you disturbing them?
And when
you want to be disturbed by other people? No, right?
If we have the right to disturb other people, if we are using our constitutional right on the public easement to protest, people can say they're disturbed, but anybody can claim they're disturbed. That doesn't infringe on our rights.
How about them?
What about them?
They got their rights to be here, right?
When we go to Planned Parenthood,
they got their rights to be here, right?
They could claim to be disturbed too, but we have a right to be outside of Planned Parenthood to speak up for those babies who are being murdered. Listen. And they can't tell us to leave and say we're disturbing the peace, because we're just doing what needs to be done as a protester on the public easement. That's our rights, and of course it's going to disturb some people, but that's the whole point. That's why we have the right in the first place, so that we can come out and do this and still, not be shut down by other people who don't like us, right? That's the whole point of public protest.
That's why our founding fathers created the First Amendment, so that we would not.
You only think about your rights. You don't care about these people's rights.
They don't have the right to not be disturbed.
They don't have.
The First Amendment protects our right to warn them from a public sidewalk. We're not on their property.
It's a one-sided thing.
No, if we were running a business, they'd have every right to come to the public sidewalk.
It's called noise disturbance. They don't want to be disturbed.
Can you give me the specific noise ordinance number?
Well, I can give you a ticket. It'll be written on there.
Why would you do that? I took it for what? Exercising our First Amendment rights?
I just told you. It's loud enough to disturb other people.
Based on what?
Based on you
what?
can hear more past the 75 feet.
What law are we breaking?
Okay,
what law are we breaking?
I don't want to give you guys any hard time, but if you want me to give you any hard time, I will. It'll be written on the ticket, all right?
Well, you're suppressing our First Amendment right now. You're threatening to give us a ticket and arrest us when we're exercising our First Amendment right to be here.
We got called in here because they got disturbed by you guys.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to solve this civilly, but you don't want to listen to
Then leave, because
we're about your rights.
No, I care about the First Amendment. And you don't care about the First Amendment because you don't want us to be here exercising.
So anybody can say anything.
Yeah, that's what the First Amendment protects.
Based on how they feel, right?
Yes. The First Amendment protects
their feeling, regardless their rights, you just gotta do what you gotta do.
They don't have the right to not.
How selfish is that?
They don't have the right to not be disturbed.
Read the First Amendment.
So you can disturb anybody at any point, anywhere. Is that what you're saying?
On a public sidewalk.
Because you got that right, First Amendment.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
But
you're yelling and screaming with that speaker.
Yes, I'm reaching.
So you don't care about other people. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't want them to go to hell. I don't want people to go to hell.
That part. I understand. I don't want them to go to hell either.
Okay, so then you should.
There's rules and laws here to be followed.
So what law are we breaking?
Disturbance.
So what? Cite the law. What specific law are we breaking?
You're yelling and screaming at these people with that thing.
And then you're harassing them, walking up to them while they're driving off in their privately owned vehicles.
Well, can you show us the law that we're breaking? You said it, but can you show it to us?
I'm trying to explain to you here. Okay, it's called disturbance, noise disturbance, disorderly conduct.
So it's about the megaphone. What if I was using my natural voice?
Well, there's yelling and screaming.
You have free speech. I have to project my voice so they can hear me. They can't hear me if I don't project my voice.
Okay, it's their rights not to hear you.
No, it's not. I have free speech.
How about their freedom of rights?
I can publicly preach in public.
They don't want to be disturbed. They want to be free.
That could be anywhere.
Right.
We go to abortion mills and do this, and the police allow us to do it because it's our First Amendment right.
I go on the streets and preach all the time, dude. People can't say, "Oh, I'm disturbed by that. Now I have to get shut down." No, I have a constitutional right to preach on the public easement in a public area. And if any person could say, "Oh, that
As long as
disturbs
you don't
me,"
break the
that
law,
doesn't,
right?
that doesn't
And we're not
infringe on
breaking
my
any
right.
law. We're breaking no law.
You
We're
are breaking the law. You're
We are
disturbing
not.
these people by yelling and screaming.
And that's not the
walking
law.
up to them.
That's not the law.
Listen,
We go to
you can't
abortion
walk
mills and
to
do this a
I
somebody
didn't
lot.
write the law, okay?
What?
I just enforce the law.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's the way it is.
You understand the concept of street preaching? Like, it happens all the time in the United States, and people are disturbed by it a lot, but then people still have the right to be there and street preach and
That's
preach
why-
a message, right?
And then
people are
some
going to be
of them get
disturbed.
locked up. You know
People
that
are going
too,
to be
right?
disturbed by it,
Yes,
but they still
and-
have
Yeah,
the
because
right
they
to
officers-
violate the law.
And the officers
I've
breaking the
never
law
seen that where
by
I live
arresting
anywhere.
them.
Anybody
They're
harassing
violating their First
somebody,
Amendment rights.
They end up getting
walking to
locked
them
up, you know
and
it,
harassing
right?
them.
Yeah, and they break no
I've
law
seen
Why you
Where
think
they
they
stop and
get
talk to
locked
them.
up?
because the
They
officer
don't
was breaking
sit
the
there
law,
and harass them.
Because they
violating their
broke the
First
law,
Amendment
right?
You
rights.
can call it harassment, but it's not harassment.
I mean,
The First
I'm
Amendment
not
protects
here to argue
that.
with you about the definition, okay? I'm just telling you what it is, and I gotta enforce it if I have to.
You don't have to enforce
All
it
right?
tonight.
You can
Enforce the
talk to
First
the
Amendment.
judge. You can explain to the judge all about it.
Yeah, he'll throw it
I'm
out.
not here for that. I'm not here to make a judgment. I'm here to enforce the law.
Okay, enforce our
Okay?
First Amendment rights and let
Then
us.
I just
let's see.
explained to you about the disturbance and disorderly conduct.
Yeah, and the
Okay?
First Amendment protects
If it-
our ability to do that.
Like I said, you want to argue about it, you can argue with the judge, not me.
He'll throw it out.
That's fine. But like I said, I'm here to enforce it. That means I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
All right?
So-
I don't want to charge you with anything.
You don't
I
need
don't
to.
want to issue any.
You don't need
You don't
to,
need
man.
to. We're
You
not
don't need to
breaking
be
the
a
law.
tyrant.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to explain to you here.
You're going to overstep your bounds. That's you
That's
should
what
do
I'm
that.
trying to
you're doing
explain to
right
you.
now.
Right? I don't want to go that route.
Then don't. Then don't.
But
Let us exercise
you
our
gotta
First
stop
Amendment rights.
what you've been doing here, right?
We're not going to stop because our First Amendment
And
protects
I
our
got to
right.
do what I got to do.
Well, why would you become a tyrant and treat and throw our First Amendment out the
I'm
window?
just enforcing the law here.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I didn't make
You're-
the law.
There's no law that says that people have a right to
Didn't I-
not be disturbed. There's no law that says that.
Didn't I say it? Didn't I say that you're disturbing these people?
Yeah, the First Amendment protects the right to do
Disorderly
that.
conduct.
The First Amendment protects our
Which-
ability to do that. Not just here, but anywhere. At abortion mills, we do the same thing. The police leave us alone because they understand we're exercising our First Amendment free speech. The free speech protects your ability to bother people with your words,
How
to
about
annoy
this?
people. It protects that.
I'll let my sergeant, talk to you about this.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe they can.
Then hopefully he understands the First Amendment better.
More supervisors. Great.
We're not breaking any law. We're upholding our First Amendment rights to do what we're doing.
But you're not listening to me.
I don't think you're listening to us.
All right? I'm telling you, you're disturbing these people.
Yeah, and the First Amendment protects our ability to do that, to disturb peace.
Hold on a second.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sergeant Bushing, I'm audio and video recording this.
Yep, I've got you recorded too.
I do too.
I'm recording you.
Wait there.
Yeah, they
Let me check. Two, okay.
Sir, I'd encourage you to leave this place of sexual objectification.
Please come talk to us.
I'd encourage you to leave this place of lust. Jesus Christ said that if you look at a woman with lustful intent, you've already committed adultery with her in your heart. And that's exactly what men come here to do. This is a place of rebellion against God. And those who continue in rebellion against God are going to go to hell. That's why we need to warn them and tell them that they can be set free. You can be set free from your addiction to sexual immorality. Cry out to God for mercy. Reject that sin. Ask God to fill you with the Holy Spirit and put your faith in the only one who can save you, Jesus Christ. The God-man who bridges the gap between perfect God and imperfect sinners who repent and turn to Him in faith. The one who died for sinners to take the punishment that they deserve. The one who rose from death to be their representative. Through Him you can have eternal life. Through Him you can escape the bondage of sexual immorality. But you must reject your sinful lifestyle. You must deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow Jesus Christ. Stop relying on yourself. Stop relying on your good works to save you. Rely on the work of Jesus Christ. Rely on the one mediator between God and man. Without him, you're lost. Without him, we're all doomed. We have been saved through God's grace. So we come and bring to you the message of reconciliation.
As long as you two stay on that side, you cannot walk up to any of the cars in the driveway. You cannot walk up to people in the lot. Okay, you have to stay on public property. That includes going in the driveway and walking up to the cars. You two can stay here and you can protest all you want.
Okay, do you understand that driveway is actually part of the public easement?
You cannot impede those people from coming or going from this establishment.
We won't do that. We won't impede.
Do you understand what I'm saying? This is a very busy street. I don't need you to cause an accident, and I don't want you to get hit.
Okay.
I don't want you to get hurt. Okay? And if somebody doesn't see you, it's dark here, and you both are dressed in dark clothing. Okay? The last thing I need is for one of you to get hurt. Okay? So please don't walk up to the cars, because if someone's not paying attention or they're on an earbud, they can hurt you inadvertently. Okay? Or they're pulling in here. Okay? This is a busy street. You can stay on the public way. You are welcome to go ahead and
they can hear you with your PA from
yes,
the car.
share your views. Okay?
You don't gotta walk up to it.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, guys, have a good night.